Let's go. Watching Ladies in the Locker Room. We'll be right back. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your girl, it's Hattie, and yes, you're watching Ladies in the Locker Room. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for joining me tonight with Ladies in the Locker Room. Ladies in the Locker Room is 12 years old. And I keep saying 12, but I think it's more than that. At any rate, as you saw in my opening credits, I show different pictures of different times with different groups of ladies. Ladies in the Locker Room are all about women who love sports, like myself, and who love to talk about sports, like myself. So that's what Ladies in the Locker Room is all about. So when you watch Ladies in the Locker Room, you may see me, you may see a group of ladies, and you may see me and a guest, or a few guests. I'm always looking for guests to be on my show. So if you are an athlete, if you know an athlete, and you'd like for them to be on my show, or you'd like to come on my show, you can always reach me at ladiesinTheLockerRoom@gmail.com so that we can get on board here and talk about some sports. So just wanted to share a little bit of the history of Ladies in the Locker Room because, again, I'm entering my 13th or 14th year of doing this, and I love this, and I'm always looking to take it to another level. So I love your feedback. Again, ladiesinTheLockerRoom@gmail.com. Just like it sounds, is just how it's spelled, LADIESINTHE, Ladies in the Locker, LOCKER, room, ROOM @gmail.com. ladiesinTheLockerRoom@gmail.com. You can always hit me up and share your thoughts. Give me some suggestions. And I'm always looking for some more ladies to join me. I am looking for some local ladies to join me because I have some local events. And it's a little bit difficult when the ladies are out of state, which is kind of what I have dealt with in the last 2 years because of COVID. But I'm not complaining. I have some great ladies, and they'll be still joining me as guests. It's just that everyone is busy. Everybody's doing their thing. Everyone has another job, another gig, another something going on, as do myself, working on a couple film projects. So I always like to keep a group of ladies so that if one can't make it, the other one can, or so on and so forth. So we can just keep it moving. So again, thank you for joining Ladies in the Locker Room. We're going to go to our first commercial, and we'll be right back.
Hello guys, my name is Gloria. I am an instructor at LA Fitness Atlantic Station. I teach Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and On Saturdays, we hike. We go to a different location. Our classes are 5:45 at Atlantic Station. There's kickboxing, there's body work, there's power circuit, everything you can imagine. And then we hike. We hike Kennesaw, Stone Mountain, the Palisades. We go everywhere. Come out and join us. Find out what your mission is and have fun while you do it. You can find me on Facebook, Gloria Jackson, and I want you to have fun while you get fit. Come join me.
Yes, that's Miss Gloria Jackson. Miss Gloria Sunshine Jackson. Gloria, as you can see, she's got that big, beautiful smile. But let me tell you something. If you decide you want to go see Gloria over there at LA Fitness, bring your towels because you're going to sweat. Bring you some water so you can stay hydrated because her workout is for real. Love to see her work out. And I keep threatening to get over there, but my schedule hasn't permitted. I know we all say that when we need to go somewhere and make something happen. But check Miss Gloria Jackson out over there at LA Fitness at Atlantic Station in Atlanta. And very recently, she's visited New Jersey with Powerhouse Fitness in Saddlebrook with Miss Angela Johnson and her fundraiser. So Miss Gloria Jackson is making her rounds. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about, let's see here. We're going to talk about what's going down in our hometown. That's right here in Atlanta, Georgia. Well, we all know, first of all, we've had the opening ceremony for the Braves. Braves opened up this week, and it was pretty exciting. Definitely, everyone is looking to get back to baseball. Baseball almost didn't happen, and then it did happen. There was almost a strike. It was a strike, and then it wasn't a strike. They got it together, so they got baseball going on. Let's see what I got here for you. I'm going to take that back some. Yep, let's take that back some. So, as you all know, the Braves did win the World Series last year. And it was funny because a lot of people didn't have any faith in the Braves. If you would talk to anybody in the beginning of the season last year, they were like, oh, the Braves suck, and Braves this and Braves that. Well, you know what? I love a Cinderella story. And that's kind of what the Braves were to me. And that might happen in basketball too. We'll talk about that in a little while. But I love a good Cinderella story because if you would have asked anybody in the early of the season last year, they would have dogged the Braves out. They would have told you the Braves wasn't going anywhere. The Braves wasn't going to make it. The Braves should have did this and the Braves should have did that. And the Braves came back and won the World Series, y'all. And it's funny because I'm telling you, that's exactly the story that I got most of the time. They didn't like the Braves. The Braves were this and the Braves were that. But the Braves won the World Series. And right now for the season opener, they're sitting right at 2-2. And last year, like I said, they got off to a terrible start. That was Freddie Freeman. As you know, the Braves lost him. He's taking his talents elsewhere. But hey, this is a business. You know how this works. You got to go where the money sends you, and you got to go where your happiness is. So we're saying good luck to Freddie as well. He's gone. And this is what happens when you're a fan of the game. When you're a fan of the game and one of your favorite players leaves to go somewhere else, now you're looking at another team because you're looking at your favorite player. And that, I go through that in football all the time. I followed Michael Vick all around the NFL. Wherever he played, I was like, I love Michael Vick. I'm going to watch Michael Vick play. And I was hoping to see him with the USFL. And we're going to talk about that in a little while as well. But speaking of the Braves, have you seen that ring? Okay, so you know whoever wins the World Series and you know, for the NFL as well, they get a ring. Take a look at this ring.
Two on the way. Goes to first base. Is this happening? It is! The Atlanta Braves are world champions!
There's a new home run saw the pearls and I was like, you know what, that looks cool.
This is what dreams are made of. And for the 2021 Atlanta Braves, the dream has come true.
Is that not awesome? Oh my God. 755 diamonds in that ring. 755. And it opens. I don't know if you could see that, but the top part of the ring opens up. And inside, it's like the inside of the stadium, and there's lights and there's all kind of stuff going on the inside of the ring. The other thing that I noticed was they honored Hank Aaron on there. The 44 is on there as well. It is really, 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 really cool. I love it, and I can't wait to see one of those live in person. That thing was really awesome. So that was our Atlanta Braves and their home opener. And let's see, we got next up. Let's see what we got. Our Atlanta Braves. All right, we got to move on to our Atlanta Hawks. Well, the Hawks are hanging on. Let's see what Ice Cold Trey is going to do. They're hanging on for the playoffs. They went a second or third round last year, and then they came back this year to show that they were serious about what they were doing. So we're going to see what's going to happen. Ice Cold Trey and the guys down there at the Hawks, they're serious and they're playing. They're hanging in there. They made it. It was just barely, but they did make it. So they play. Let me see. They're coming up here this weekend. Yeah, I think it's this weekend. The Hawks will play, and like I said, we're gonna see what Ice Cold Trey is going to do for us, and the rest of the team's got to step up. I hate when everybody puts everything on one player. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. Whew, I'm sorry. Excuse me. And send me some blessings. Yes, God bless you. Thank you. Send me some blessings. I take all the blessings I can get. Yeah, I want to see what Trey and the rest of those guys, because we all know one player can't do it by themselves. We learned that from Michael Jordan, and now we're seeing it with LeBron James. It takes a team effort, so we're going to see what's going to happen with those Atlanta Braves. Also around town, it's getting ready to be WNBA season. The Atlanta Dreams. If you guys have not had an opportunity to come out and check out the Atlanta Dream, you've got to go and check them out. The Atlanta Dream are the all-women's professional basketball. And let me tell you, they have really been doing their thing. The Atlanta Dream have really been one of the teams that's really been the highlight of the WNBA. So you've got one of the best teams, you've got some of the best players right here in your hometown. If you have not gotten out there to see a WNBA game, I suggest this year you make that happen. And for all of you families, if you've got a little girl that's a little basketball player, that is a great outing because they get to see how these big girls are doing it. And when I tell you those ladies play, it is a fun event. It's a fun game. It's a fun event. And they are balling. It ain't like they just playing around out there. They're serious about it. So make sure if you got some young ladies in your church or an organization, or even like I said, in your family, younger in your family, get those ladies out there so that they can come and see what the Atlanta Dreams is doing. Next up, I want to tell you about some USFL, the United States Football League. They're back. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you know, but the USFL was out once before, and now they are back. The USFL, the United States Football League, came out in the late 80s, early 90s. And I remember we had the New Jersey Generals, and the New Jersey Generals, of course, are back, and I cannot wait. Now, I'm one of those people, I love spring football because I'm also one of those people that when the NFL season ends, I'm like, oh, football is gone. So I'd love to see a little more football. So getting a chance to watch the USFL is going to be fun. I love spring football. Coming from New Jersey, especially, I loved it because it wasn't so cold when we went to the games. It was really cold when we went to the New York Giants games, but spring football, again, with the New Jersey Generals, it wasn't as cold. So we're going to see what happens. I'm looking forward to it. The other thing I like about the USFL is that, the NFL can only take so many players, so many people. And there are plenty of talented young men out here that don't make it to the NFL or weren't ready when the draft happened, or just different reasons why they didn't make it to the NFL and to the draft. So the USFL gives them another opportunity to get out there and play, and also gives them, some of them, an opportunity to prepare for the NFL, such as Herschel Walker did. Herschel Walker, was a player who came from UGA and also went to the New Jersey Generals. He went straight to the USFL. He didn't go straight to the NFL. He went to the USFL. And so Herschel was a big name and a big dude in the USFL league. So he was one of those players. He went there first. And so I love it because it gives our guys another opportunity to just play some more ball. We're going to go to our next commercial break, and we'll be right back. Nope, that's not my commercial break. And where are you? Where is my... No, that was my last week. Last week we talked about the International Jazz. This month, April, is Jazz Appreciation Month. So we talked about that last week, but here you go. Right. I say it every time because every time I see that food, I'm so greedy. I am. And at least I'll admit it. I don't know about you being greedy, but I'll admit I'm greedy. But every time I see that commercial, I just need a plate. All right, Bernard. I got to say what's up to my guy, Bernard, out there in Texas. And the seafood looks so amazing. We're still waiting for you to come and visit us. We've got plenty of seafood places here in Atlanta. And so I've heard. But hey, what's wrong with a little bit more? I'm okay with a little bit more. All right, we're going to moving right along to the Masters. As you all know, the Masters did happen this week, and yes, Tiger Woods did play. Now, the thing about the Masters for me, I did have a chance to see Tiger Woods when he was here in Atlanta a few years ago, and it was really awesome. Tiger brings an element to the game, at least I want to say he used to, that everyone was just ready to see. He got out this weekend. Let me tell you something. He didn't win the game, but he won. Tiger won because and I know less than 17 months ago, he was in a serious accident in which they thought he would not even walk again. Or he may even lose one of his legs. You can't even tell which one it is. Although they were saying that while he was out there playing, he was hopping a little bit and he was a little slow. And it was a little hard for him to bend down sometimes and things like that. I'm amazed at him just being out there. Look at that shot. Now, that's my favorite shot right there because I don't know what it is about that shirt and his arms and his chest, but he looked like Superman to me right there. That's Superman look for me right there, Tiger. And Tiger, I want to say you are a Superman for me. I am just so happy to see him back out there. It is amazing to be in a car accident, like I said, less than 17 months ago, and for him to get back out there, get out there on the green. And as I said, he didn't win. However, I think he came in, 13 overall, or 42 overall, but I think under 13. But my thing is, we saw Tiger. We seen him. He was there. His appearance alone was magnificent. Less than 14 months after the car accident that nearly cost him his leg, Tiger said he was in lots of pain, but he wanted to be there. Tiger didn't win the Masters, like I said, but he did. To me, he did. Because I think, like I said, him just being there. Now, in the beginning, whenever he showed up to, when it was his turn, I mean, the crowd was there. They were I mean, they were there to see how he was going to do, what he was going to look out, because everybody knew about the accident. And so they came out to watch him. Some say it was his worst game, but I say it was his best game because it was the game that he played that they said he would never play again, but he did. And uh, he finished, like I said, even though he played in pain, he finished the whole game. So I want to say, good job, Tiger. And like I said, in that shot right there, he looks like Superman to me. So I'm okay with that. You look like Superman to me right there, Tiger. Uh, and look at that. Look at that shot right there. He looks like Superman. Just, it doesn't look like he's in any kind of physical pain. I also want to say congratulations to Scotty, Mr. Scotty Scheffler. I hope I said it right. Scotty was the winner. He got that green jacket, and look at that trophy. That's a gorgeous looking trophy as well. And Scotty, he pretty much led most of the way. He was on the leaderboard most of the way. He came out to win, and win is exactly what he did. So we don't want to miss out on saying congratulations to Scotty. You look good in your green jacket, and that trophy looks good as well. That was the Masters. And again, kudos to Tiger for just showing up and finishing the game. And like I said, he didn't win, but he did show up. In the NFL, we've got some sad news. I'm going to tell you about that in just a minute. We're going to go back to our next commercial. That's Mr. Rodney Harrell. Rodney it will be my guest next Sunday. Rodney is planning a 5K run for his benefit, and he works with a lot of the athletes and the retired NFL players. So if anyone is interested in running a 5K, getting involved with Mr. Rodney Harrell, the number was up there on the screen, or look up Rodney Harrell Enterprises. And again, next Sunday, he will be my special guest. And Sunday is Easter, but we'll be done with the Easter egg hunt and all that good cooking and eating and churching and all of that. So we'll see you next Sunday with Mr. Rodney Harrell. So as I was saying a few moments ago, we got some sad news in the NFL. Sad news indeed it is, because Mr. Dwayne Haskins, I couldn't believe this when I heard it. Such a young man. Dwayne, a former Ohio State star quarterback, and he's quarterback for the Steelers, was in South Florida where he was training, getting ready for the up-and-coming NFL season, and he was hit by a car, and it killed him. He was hit by the car, and it killed him, and it's sad because he was only 24 years old, and as I said, he was from Ohio State, and he was a first-round pick, and he was definitely, a player that we were watching, a young superstar. And I'm like, how did you get hit by a car? And what happened? And as again, we just want to say, send our prayers and some prayers out to his family and friends and the Steelers organization, because like I said, he was just a young player, he was just drafted. He was only 24 years old. and he was a quarterback for the Steelers, and he was down there training for this upcoming season, and somehow, some way, he ended up in our car, and it's when we lose anybody, any family member, it's a really tough thing. And so my heart goes out to his mom, his parents. That's a really heartfelt thing, and just his friends and everybody. So if we hear anything else about any, his funeral or anything, I'll definitely let you guys know. But we're gonna say rest in peace to Mr. Dwayne Haskins, and we want to just send our prayers again out to his family. So we're going to go to our last commercial. Brandon Cox is a good guy out in Chicago, Illinois. And Brandon is a former professional basketball player. What Brandon does is he goes around collecting shoes from people, and then he'll ride around town all year long, especially during the winter months, and find homeless people or people in need, and make sure everybody has on a good pair of shoes. Exactly. Yes, we do give Mr. Brandon Cox a round of applause. He's also a DJ in Chicago. And Brandon, I'll be coming back to Chicago this year. You got to keep me posted on what you got going on, some of your upcoming events. I'd love to come out and Ladies in the Locker Room and support. We've got a few of the charities that we attended last year. WAB Sports, their charity golf tournament is coming up. The wheelchair program, I've got to get back in contact with them. A lot of people, everything got shut down because of COVID. So there are a few more projects coming up, and we'd like to support. And as I said, Mr. Rodney Harrell from Rod Star Enterprises is having the 5K, Celebrity 5K run. And if you'd like to get involved, we're going to have to get in contact with Mr. Rodney Harrell, and I'll give you his number. But make sure you check us out on Sunday, because on Sunday, he will be my special guest, and he'll tell you all about this 5K run. I want to say good night, and thank you guys so much for joining me tonight on Ladies in the Locker Room. Again, this is my labor of love. This is my thing. I love what I do. Send me a message. Let me know what you think. Let me know how I can make it better, or if you like what we're doing. But definitely send me a message. Let's talk about it. And like I said, I'm trying to get back on national TV somewhere. But I'm definitely going to keep it going right here on YouTube and Facebook Live. Thank you guys for joining me. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. And we'll see you on Sunday night again with Mr. Rodney Harrell. Rod Star Enterprises will be on our show, and he's going to tell you all about his 5K run. We'll see you Sunday. Good night.